Yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit about the 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 NWA movie Straight Outta Compton. Um, I saw this movie in the summer, and I thought it was a pretty good movie. It was well acted. The guy that played Ice Cube, obviously his son, his real life son, played him very well. Uh, Also, the gentleman that played Easy E and the gentleman that played it, Jerry Heller, played the part very well. Um, a lot of people didn't like it, especially feminist groups and women, because they felt that it didn't really go into Dr. Dre's history with domestic violence. But then again, it really wasn't about that. It was about NWA's impact on music and how they changed the landscape of music forever. I mean, if you really think about it, before the NWA, there wasn't any cursing in music. Before they came out with first Boys in the Hood and then Straight Outta Compton, music was totally different. I often make this comparison in my own mind, um, that the NWA was to rap music what the Beatles were to rock and roll. You know what I mean? There's pre-Beatles and post-Beatles. What the Beatles did, it changed the landscape so much in albums like the Sergeant Pepper album and subsequent albums after that. Music, specifically rock and roll, wasn't the same after them, and it was totally different before them. They inspired a whole generation. NWA did something similar. You know what I mean? The many acts that branched off from NWA, like Snoop and Tupac and Dre, and Dre as a soloist. Straight Outta Compton, Straight Outta Compton really shows Dre's evolution as an artist and as a businessman. Going from just being a producer to starting his own record label in the end. Spoiler alert! I'm sure many have seen it. But what I really hope is that this NWA film inspires more biopics, about artists in the hip hop generation, people that we've grown up with, people like Wu Tang, or people like, um, obviously Tupac and other members of Death Row. I would like to see, just, have a film, um, and of course, there's a controversy surrounding Eazy's death. Um, Whether or not he was implanted with AIDS by Suge Knight. And, there's always that sort of conspiracy theory shit when it comes to celebrity deaths and shit like that. But, I try not to feed into things like that. I just enjoyed the movie for its artistry and, its backstory. NWA was a little bit before my time, but Dr. Dre as a producer, um, you know, holds a special place in my heart because the Chronic album, his solo album, was the first album I ever listened to. Um, and I initially got into rap via West Coast rap. Tupac was my first favorite rapper that I ever was inspired by his words and his lyricism. And although Dre really only worked with him on one album, uh, he was a part of that West Coast scene as well, and I would have never heard his music had it not been for Dr. Dre. So, once again, I enjoyed the film, and I look forward to other hip hop biopics, like I said before. Peace.